My god, XRP is in utter chaos right now. Is a breakout in the works? Hi there, lovely people. To my channel, I welcome you. Although XRP did indeed defy expectations and break out of its trend, the cryptocurrency ultimately failed to experience the enormous surge in value that many had hoped for. Just like this time, the last time we saw XRP break out of a downward trend, it went on a spectacular rally, increasing its value by 70% in only 11 days. I don't understand what's going on or why the changes that some were hoping for haven't materialized yet. This is something we'll cover in this video. Update you on all the top crypto news as well. I humbly request that you bestow upon me a radiant smile so that I can radiate positivity. Crash that like button smishity. It would mean a lot to me if this video could achieve 2,000 likes. You are capable, and I know it. Part of the issue is that people aren't interested, which is why XRP might not move at all, even though it's at its highest level since the 24th of August. Shops aren't keen. Perhaps you are an outlier, but in general, the number of views on XRP videos has been steadily decreasing recently. This is despite the fact that the price has been rising and that we have a buy signal on the 1348 EMA indicator. In contrast, Ethereum, for instance, saw a 5% increase yesterday, while XRP reached a resistance levels, which it was rejected from, by the way, before falling back down. But the hype isn't there, is it? It is not appearing to us. Because September is often not the best month, people are checking out, which could be one of the issues the crypto market is currently facing. Might be. Even if there was some positive movement in the altcoin market and meme currencies were moving yesterday, the fear and greed index plummeted from 57 on September 12 to 52 yesterday, which was even more startling. On the go, you can see that Dogecoin was in motion, among others here. Yesterday, the crypto market fear and greed index dropped despite the abundance of green and Dogecoin. Not only is this unexpected, but we also witnessed the supremacy of Bitcoin. Returns to its lowest point since, December, I believe. After falling all the way to 54 on November 24, the day Trump was elected, it subsequently surged back up to 65. It was unexpected that we never reached 70, but sometimes plans don't work out the way we expect them to. We are already aware of that. It has fallen a bit farther today, but it is still at its lowest position. What transpires here is going to be fascinating to watch. There will be many who predict the arrival of altcoin season as a result of Bitcoin's declining supremacy. Keep in mind that Bitcoin's dominance dropped to 40% by the end of 2021, during the course of the major altcoin market fluctuations. Accordingly, we have a long way to go before that possibility even arises. However, this is the most advanced level we've seen recently, isn't it? Once again, we find ourselves in the cryptocurrency season. We crossed over the alternative season gauge on September 10th and 11th, right? As a result, isn't this something fascinating? Are we still at the same levels as in November? This is the lowest we've been since December 10th. I find it quite intriguing. Given Ethereum's recent strength and domination, this is well within the realm of possibility. That might be impacting this metric. Altcoins, of course, are all cryptocurrencies that aren't Bitcoin. Well, if Bitcoin was strong yesterday, Ethereum and Solana were strong yesterday as well. Even though it's not at 360, it's reasonable for that gauge to reappear and pay attention to XRP. The ranges are essentially the same. Our previous high point occurred in January. Recall that the December ascent had a peak of 291 feet. So, to all those who have been saying, XRP, it's not moving, XRP is now greater than it was at that level in December. I see. So now we're back to the same ground. As for the question you ask, the answer is yes. We were at 1.89 near the end of June. So things are not static, they undergo change and transformation. Yes, is why I will never advise you to purchase with the intention of selling or holding on to it. Without a doubt, not financial guidance. I can't predict the market, the data, or how the markets will react to particular events on a daily basis. Therefore, you should always do your own research before investing. Yet I am an XRP holder for the long haul. Since its inception in November of 2024, XRP has had phenomenal growth, increasing sixfold. And sure, a few folks got in here, and a few more might have gotten in here, but aside from a handful of people, it seems like the vast majority of XRP holders are making money, right? The majority of XRP holders are making money, with the exception of this pocket, and this pocket. Pay close attention to this, it is crucial. In what ways does this matter? What really occurs is that this is just psychological. Investors often avoid purchasing items that result in a loss. While this is not necessarily stated in a formal rule, so often, when someone is in the red, they won't buy the dip because they're terrified of how much more dip is on the way. I see. If, however, the asset's status is green, they can relax knowing that they're making money. Because of this, they will be more at ease considering opportunities to advance in their current role and even add to it. What a shame. This relates to the mind. I didn't just make that up, you know. I see. Well, I'm guessing you already knew this. When something is moving in the right direction, you can't help but feel more assured. You might be thinking, I should have gotten more, which is quite reasonable. Even though it was lower, you gain confidence and realize that this momentum is excellent. Currently, we are riding up. It would be a good idea for me to strengthen my position a bit. We just consider this when we get a sense of awe as things begin to decline. How much lower can it fall? Omgi! I am really mortified. I am already opposed to this X sum. This is becoming too much for me to bear. They are more likely to go from being a small fish to a medium fish when there are more individuals in the money. This might be a turning point for XRP's momentum. Still, it seems like XRP would do well if we check the views on YouTube, not only for my channel but for all of them. Focused on discussing XRP and possibly sponsored promotions that certain individuals engage in. I will say it again, I do not engage in paid token promotions. Oh, you're working for Ripple? Someone wrote along ago. Yeah, I'm not. They have a negative outlook. On one occasion, a channel's viewership plummeted to 10,000 views from 30,000 or 40,000. I'll say 10,000 with an Irish lil. Is it because of September? It will be fascinating to see. Why isn't XRP being more popular right now? It's trading at an all-time high. Plus, it's gaining steam. There has been progress, but alright, no one seems interested. It's taken me by surprise. I would appreciate it if you could tell me in the comments what you think. The value of the Ethereum is $4,700. There are $115 in Bitcoins and 3 to 1 XRP. Still, the crypto market is currently uninterested. I mean, what exactly are you in need of? Do you think that people will become engaged again after 5 or 6 days of major changes? Alright, I suppose that may be the inevitable outcome. I mean, that's just the way it is. We've been through slumps like this before, but this one might be specific to the XRP market, you know. But now that it's on the upswing, XRP is among the top 100 market cap assets. Calculated by market capitalization, isn't it? So it went in, didn't it? And now it has come to light during the brief XRP decline. With its recent recovery above 310, XRP has re-entered the ranks of the world's 100 most valuable assets. Yeah, I know some people will think that's insane. Reason being, those who dislike XRP will ask, how is that possible? Yet, it is the case. And so they are free to hate all they want. Some people are haters and some people do crazy stuff, as we've learned. Hence, exercise caution while venturing out. Exercise caution at all times. Please keep in mind that I will never use social media to ask you to join up for anything or send me money. Scammers, that is. Do not risk your life out there. You won't find this version of myself on TikTok or somewhere else. They altered my appearance slightly. I see. Am I more attractive now? I am uncertain. This part is usually cut, but it's alright. Half of the footage is therefore lost. What happens in the following few days is something that I find really intriguing. Be wary of con artists yet again. Next, we'll go over some. I was hoping to bring this up with Alex alone. Currently, he claims is the altcoin season. Here we have crypto guys positioning themselves for what is clearly on the horizon. Altcoin season will be 30 times bigger in his opinion. Guess we'll find out. Guess we'll find out.